Hey guys, what's going on? Adam from Tay Exotics. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please do me that massive favour I always ask of you. Please smash that subscribe button, leave a comment, drop a like, make sure you ting the notification bell so you don't get to miss the next video. Sorry it's been so long since I last uploaded. It's been nearly 2 weeks I think now. That's mainly due to just being really busy. The weather in the UK has been absolutely blistering. We've had a heat wave here, so coming in the room and sitting here and filming and being comfortable while filming has been a chore. But as it's cooled down a lot now, I'm able to bring you another video. What video it's going to be, because this is a collaboration with, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, Austin over from Highness Pythons, or you might know him better from Mutation Creation. He's Billy's right-hand man, along with Lord of the Lion as well. You know, he's probably got the one job we all dream about, you know, having, working for, you know, Billy and that amazing collection, and get to, you know, hang around that sort of facility all day long, every day. I think that is just a dream for a lot of us in this hobby. So props to you. So I've sent Austin a few questions to answer in this video, and I really thought about these questions. You know, I've done this sort of series before, and I sort of mixed it up to make it a bit more personal to his particular situation, like working at Mutation Creation and things like that. So I hope you enjoy his segment. I've watched it a few times now, and Austin is a fantastic guy to work with, brilliant to watch. So if you're not subscribed to him, please do. I'll leave all the details in the description down below to his Instagram and his YouTube. Make sure you go give him a follow if you haven't done already. So until then, guys, we're going to come back after this little segment from Austin. So kick back, relax, enjoy the video. Take it away, Austin.
Hey guys, it's Austin here from Highness Python, and in today's video I'm going to be answering a few questions from Adam at TA Exotics. Thank you so much for having me on here, and I'll just start with an introduction. I live inside of Toronto, Canada, and basically I breed ball pythons, specialize in them. I do a few boas, but I don't really breed them, they're just more for pets, and they might be breeders in the future, but right now it's strictly just breeding ball pythons. And I work for Mutation Creation, as a lot of you probably already know. Team Austin, you've seen some of the races. And yeah, so let's get right into these questions, so let's do it. So the first question I'm asked is, how did I first get involved in the hobby? Well, if you go all the way back, I first got involved in the hobby with one of my friends inside of elementary school or grade school. He had a corn snake, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I went home and asked my parents if I can have one, and they said no way. So a lot of years passed after that. I was in high school after, and I asked my parents again if I can have a ball python, and I showed them all the research I did, how they don't really do much, they're kind of just pet rocks, and they kind of fell into it at first, so they let me get one. And at first I got one, I had it in a big tank, I remember everything, and then actually something happened where I had to sell it. So I got out of the hobby right away, and then actually a couple months later I got into retics and boas. So I started breeding retics and boa constrictors, and then more of the super dwarf retics because of the locality, and basically where I'm from you can't have snakes longer than 9 feet, and the super dwarfs tend to stay around 7 to 9, so I was just in there. So I went to the expo to go pick up some more boas one day in 2014. It was the CRBE, the big expo we have here in Canada, and I just seen all the ball pythons and I was blown away. Like, a lot of things you couldn't see in these boas. So like the pieds really took me away, and I seen my first MJ lightning pied, and I was just blown away. And even my girlfriend at the time, she was really interested in it, and I just, like, something inside of me just sparked for sure. And then before you know it, I was back into getting ball pythons. Soon enough, sold all my boas, sold all my retics, and went full-fledged into the hobby. So the second question is, how did I get my job in Mutation Creation, and what was it like? So I used to be a customer of Billy's. Like in around 2015, 2016, I bought a few snakes off of him. I always talked to him at the expos. He was super nice to me, always like teaching me knowledge about the hobby, always like had the time to listen to me where a lot of the other breeders didn't, and I really liked that. So then once I took a trip over to pick up my Enchi Blade Clown male, and when I was there, he showed me around, and I was just floored. I was like a kid in a candy shop. I couldn't stop smiling, and I think we were there for an hour and a half, and it was just amazing. And when I left, I just couldn't get that image out of my head. And actually, I think a week later, I checked on Facebook, and Billy had an opening for a job position. he needs someone on the weekends and on like late nights just to come in and help around. So I jumped on the opportunity. I called him up. He remembered me from the expos. He said, yeah, for sure, come in. I came in and the rest was history. So this is that very Enchi blade clown that I picked up in 2017 from Billy. It's a 2016. He bred it 1 year and then he sold it, and I picked it up, and he's been a beast for me. Produced 12 clutches. Didn't go the first year, but really made up for it. Produced a lot of my clown stock and a lot of the clowns that I'm making today. And I was just super excited to get him and really happy about it. But the second part of the question was like, what's it like to work there and how was it like getting the job? And it was amazing, like working there every day. Even though most of the times I was alone at first, I just couldn't get over it. Every time opening a club when I was cleaning was just ecstatic. Like I just couldn't get the smile off my face. Even cleaning the poop, it was really fun seeing. I used to take a lot of pictures. I still have a lot of pictures on my phone from when I first started. And looking back now, like I like that so much. Now I see them and I'm just like, wow, this is just like an everyday thing. So definitely a lot of that like excitement worn off, like being there every day. But it's still super exciting hatching snakes and just being there, because there's a lot of good energy in that place and it's a lot of high energy, and it's just amazing to be a part of that. So the third question is, working with all these amazing animals, how do you take the inspiration from Billy's collection and apply it to your own? So basically, I've learned a lot from Billy's, a lot of what to do, what not to do, and just more of what to do, because Billy, he's got it pretty down packed, and he's just always to go bigger basically. He's always made me dream bigger, always go for the biggest outcome you could possibly get. Double head to double head, you still have a chance. Never let that go and push you away from your goals. If you want something, go after it. You can definitely chase it and achieve it. At one point, all the big breeders were like us, were small, maybe even smaller, like just hobbyists. So any point you can become one of these bigger breeders, and that was definitely something I took. So I went full-fledged into it, full force. I'm still young, but I took a lot of my own time, my own money, and just put it all into this. And Billy just really taught me just to jump in, because he did it himself and he's been very successful. As long as you have a dream, and we have a lot of these posters all over the facility. I don't know if I can include in this video, but I'll definitely try to. But basically, there's these posters that tell all these inspirational quotes and just tell you the truth. And that, seeing those around, and like Billy wrote those himself, so seeing those around and just like having them there is just really good enough. Like, just feels amazing knowing that if we do this, you can really make it. And another thing I took from Billy is females. Hold your females. There's a lot of worth in your holdbacks. Don't sell holdbacks just because someone's throwing money at you. If it's the product you're going after, you're going to need that, and you can't buy it somewhere else sometimes. So definitely go and produce something you can't buy somewhere else. Hold it back and do not sell it. Those are probably the two biggest things I've taken from Billy, and I've definitely applied them in my own collection. And in the future, I'm definitely looking forward to making some amazing animals and producing things that I can't buy, because I'm being smart with my collection and moving to the future. The fourth question is, where do I see Royal Highness pythons in 5 years? So basically, I see myself continuing breeding a lot bigger than what I am now, maybe at a really big facility. Me and Billy have been talking about amalgamating, sorry about that. Sometimes I get a little tongue twisted, but amalgamating and bringing our two collections together. Even though mine's a little smaller than his, I'll have my own section where we'll interbreed together, and it'll just be really cool. So that's one way to go, or I'll just keep breeding myself, have my own big facility, and still work hopefully for Billy and just do the two big beasts itself. So definitely that's where I see Mutation Creation, Royal Highness pythons in the next 5 years. Mutation Creation, I see like, holy, I can't even tell you where I see Mutation Creation in 5 years, but Royal Highness python is definitely going to be climbing its way up there and trying to be at par, but always a little below Mutation Creation. So the fifth question is, who else in the hobby do I look to for inspiration? And I basically have 3 big breeders I look to for inspiration. The first being Billy, because he has a crazy work ethic. He's always working, always looking to make things better, always looking to make the next big thing. And I really like that. He always dreams big. He always points you in a direction to do more and make more. And I think that's an amazing thing to do. And I really look up to that, and I strive to have the exact same or similar like drive to him. So that's the first. And the second is going to be Aussie Boyds, because Aussie Boyd's is huge, but he doesn't have the biggest collection, and he definitely makes some of the craziest snakes out there. So it doesn't show you that you have to have the biggest facility, the biggest thing to be one of the biggest breeders. You can have a small basement collection and really make some powerful stuff and really make a name for yourself. He came out with Orange Dream and he killed it. So definitely something really cool, definitely a nice, really good guy to look up to. And the third being no other than Justin Kabelka. He makes some crazy animals, but besides that, he has one of the best, if not the best, marketing strategy for ball pythons in the whole hobby. A lot of people only look to making ball pythons and look to people who make ball pythons for inspiration, but it's also marketing and the way you just carry yourself overall. And Justin has a really good way of carrying himself, and his marketing strategies, as you guys can probably tell, are amazing, because look what he did to Spot Nose, Red Stripe. He showed us the potential and he really marketed those genes well. So really something to learn from him. And those are my 3 people I look for in the hobby for inspiration. There's a whole bunch from the UK, the US, Canada, even some other countries, but those are the top 3 that come to my mind when I look for inspiration. But there's a whole bunch of other breeders doing a whole bunch of amazing things that I look to and find little inspiration from each day. So the final 6th question is, what's the best thing about the hobby? And I generally have 2 things that I like about the hobby. The first is going to be the community. Even though we have some rotten apples and stuff, majority, everyone is really positive. They're always there to give a helping hand. Never gonna go and just, oh, this guy sucks. No, they're always saying positive things, and that's a great thing we have in this community. And I hope that we all can strive to go continue that and even build stronger, because I heard in some parts of the world some of the breeders don't get along as well, and that's really sad, because I want everyone to get along and everyone to be happy in this hobby and succeed, because that's what we all need. Success breeds success, and for all of us to succeed is definitely the right image I want to portray. So my second favorite part of the hobby is definitely producing babies, and I can't wait to produce some babies with this guy right here. This is an enhancer, 100% het G-stripe. I do have an enhancer G-stripe as well, but I can't really put that into pied because G-stripe and pied don't work together too well. So I'm gonna hopefully get this one into pied, and hopefully don't get the het G-stripe in there. Definitely a crazy snake. And when you're just hatching snakes out of the egg, and when you just see them come take their first breath out of that egg sac, it's definitely a life-changing experience. It's something I just want to continue doing for the rest of my life, and it makes me happy. That's just what I want to do. So if this is what you want to do and it makes you happy, keep chasing your goals and keep doing it. I just want to give a huge thanks to Adam again at TA Exotics for having me on here, and thanks so much again, man. Like, when you first messaged me a couple days ago, I know I've been a couple days to record this. I've been super busy with work, Mutation creation, my own collection, and then life outside of this. So thanks for holding off for me, and hope to make more videos with you in the future. So peace out.
That was Austin's take on the community, his plans for Royal Highness Pythons in the coming years, you know, things that he's working with, what it's like working for Billy and things like that. Absolutely fantastic to watch, and I hope you guys really enjoyed that. Remember, if you haven't subscribed to Austin's YouTube channel or are a follower of his Instagram, I'll leave all the details you need down below. Please make sure you go and check him out and send him some love. Tell him I sent you, that'd be awesome. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for your continued support. You guys are absolutely amazing, and I will see you next time.